right.
Hi guys, I'm Luciana
I'm
and
Georgeana of Ethos Gallery in Newport Beach. And we are here today at our show Relevant. And this particular show was created in 13 days during Frieze.
yes,
A wild ride. I had amazing talent, including Luciana here, to help make it happen. I couldn't have done it without the amazing artists that were on the team.
Yes.
And with Luciana's work, I think what's relevant about your story with your artwork, I'd love for you to share how COVID completely changed your life.
Well, yes. So obviously COVID happened, the pandemic happened, and I wanted to create, and I was just about to do an art show anyway. But COVID happened and I thought, fuck, what am I going to do now? So I realised that I always wanted to do abstracts. Okay, so these are my first, actually, I've done two other abstracts previously, but I wanted to create a series of punk abstracts. I didn't know what I was doing, and I knew that I now had time in this pandemic. And by the way, as an aside, I did actually get COVID.
Okay.
Really bad.
Did too.
Yeah, I had it. It was
Absolutely.
awful. And I had it for 3 weeks, and I thought, right, I'm going to stay at home and I'm going to make frames.
Right.
So I created 24 pieces.
Wow.
Right?
Absolutely incredible.
There was a lot of time in the pandemic.
Well, to think about your world completely changing, because here you were doing these huge performances with as many as how many people? 30,000?
30,000 people, yeah.
30,000 people. So she's used to one life, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's not that life anymore.
Not that life.
And then what do you do when you're creative? You have to find a new outlet.
Absolutely.
And this is how you just discovered another part of yourself. It's equally brilliant. I mean, I wouldn't be working with your art if I didn't think it was absolutely incredible.
You was the first person to actually go in and dissect, and you said, oh, this is reminding me of Joe Mitchell, and then ever since then I'm like, I love Joe Mitchell anyway, but I've really done a deep dive into Joe Mitchell.
Absolutely.
But it was so lovely because Georgeana came around my house and really dissected, and I was like feeling very British at the time and getting really embarrassed, but it was so beautiful because you've got such...
It's a powerful work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of depth here, and there's a lot of, emotion, but beauty.
But that's from COVID. Today is National Women's Day, and I want to celebrate you because you...
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
you have a vision, and you totally elevate other women and other artists, and I find you really inspirational. So I want to thank you. I do.
Thank you.
I think you say what you're going to do, and you get things done.
Thank you.
Right?
Wow.
And that's really
you.
inspirational. Why did you call this relevant?
Well, I felt like during Frieze Week, it was, it's an art explosion, West Coast explosion of art, a week of art everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was given the opportunity to do a pop-up. So I said yes. I had 13 days.
Which I think is fabulous.
It was insane. It was crazy.
Yeah, but
and
you did it. You nailed it.
I did. Yeah. And I had incredibly brilliant artists, museum level artists came in, rolled up their sleeves, they're painting the walls, they're hanging the art, they're curating the rooms. It was incredible. And we picked the word relevant because we wanted to touch on important topics. As artists, it's kind of our job to portray what's going on in the world right now. And that's our job as artists.
Yeah.
And so we touched on COVID, we touched on guns, we touched on drugs, we touched on the very important topic of the women in Iran.
Yeah.
And that alone made the show so important.
Yeah.
I actually had two incredible mentors a little bit that coached me and encouraged me along, two museum directors.
Oh, yes.
Both the Laguna Beach Museum Director and the OCMA Museum Director were Julie Perlin Lee and Heidi Zuckerman. They both patted me on the back, said you go for it, you do this, and even referred artists, and as well as the LA Art Association. So I had some amazing people coming in, referring artists, because I wanted it to be diverse. I wanted it to not be, oh, this is my stable of artists and we're having a show. And that's not what this was. This was finding new artists. This was, like Javier, he had a show opening at the Cheech Museum.
Oh my goodness.
A week from after our show.
And he
took the time.
Yes.
He took the time and he was part of the show.
We're going to take snapshots of everything so you can see the feeling that this relevant show is creating.
What are you up to next?
Well, first of all, I'm going to be doing a one-woman show in June.
Awesome.
I'm going to be doing drag queens and something that's really exciting. And the show's going to be called Everything I Know from a Drag Queen, which is true, as far as my performances go.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm also finishing up my NFT collection for Royal Clubbers, where we've launched on Hedera. And we're also going to be doing a blockchain cross collab with XRP. So that's really, really exciting. And this has never been done before.
Wonderful. I love it.